another gift that I want to share from Cancer is the power of now. Yeah. When I received the news of the second time cancer and they couldn't cure me anymore, I was really fighting this, and I was also very scared of the future because I was a planner, I was an achiever, I was someone that always was planning into the future, and like, okay, then this has to happen, then this, then this, then this, and then I will be happy. But now the future was just wiped away, so I didn't have any future anymore. So yeah, that was new for me. I didn't know what to do, and the past, I learned in the past that when I felt depressed or when I felt very low, or it was always this time, this period that I felt very low and very depressed, and like an example with my aunt, when she died, I felt very depressed because I felt guilty because I wasn't, I just felt guilty. So I was feeling something from the past, and because of that I was depressed. I wanted to change that, but I couldn't change that anymore because she was gone. So I was living in the past because I wanted to change that, but it's you can't never change the past. And that was also with my hair. I wanted to be that person again from the past, but now my hair was broken, so I couldn't change it anymore, so I felt depressed. I when I was in chemotherapy and all this stuff, I wanted to go to work. I just wanted to be normal again. I just wanted to be as before, just go to work, go to school, go to life again, but I couldn't. Cancer was stopping me. And then I was afraid of the future, because what if cancer would be back, and what, I had all these fears and anxiety, and so living in the future was also very stressful. So, and I was always someone that was planning for the future. Like when I have that degree, I will be someone. If I have this house, okay, then I'm happy. If I have a child, then I'm happy. But now I wasn't happy. I was always like setting goals, and if I have that, then I will be happy. But it was all in the future, and now it was just all erased. I didn't have any future anymore. And it was, at first I was really fighting that, and I was scared of the future because I didn't know what it was holding, because I didn't have anymore, because the doctors weren't sure how the cancer would evolve, and when I stopped with fighting against cancer, and when I had like, okay, I can't control cancer anymore, I can't control my future, I can't control my past. What can I control? And that is right now. What am I going to do with the time that I have left? And that was very difficult, because I was always a planner. I was always doing something, doing, or grieving and wanting to something from that had to change, and so now I had to be here, because I didn't know what the next 3 months would hold. So the only thing I had was right now, and I didn't know what I couldn't stay still like 5 minutes, or not doing something for the future, and planning and achieving. And so that's where I started with just being, and reading, and starting to know myself, because I didn't know what I wanted. I know what my goals were in the future, but I didn't have any future anymore. So I had to learn to live now and not in the future or in the past, because that I could see that I couldn't change that. When I felt very depressed, and there was always one point that I was like, awaken, or that I saw like, okay, this is not how I'm going to live anymore, because I can't change it, and I don't want to be depressed all my life. So it was up to me to change that. So I always did. But what I did was like, I took the focus of the past, just bring it to the future. So the now didn't exist for me. I was just fixing the past again, just to go to the future. But that was actually going back to my old life again in the past. And so the now didn't exist. So that was new for me when I had to live now, like daily, like just seeing, and just from checkup to checkup. It was always like every 3 months, okay, will it grow? Is it bigger? Is it not? It was like very scary. It was like I was always focusing on the future, but I wasn't enjoying the now. And in that period it was like, how can you? Because with all these fears, but I was fearful because I was scared what was going to happen in the future. And when I finally gave up the fighting, and yes, I did what I was looking for myself, like, okay, I had what I'm going to do now with the time I've left. What do I love? How do I think? In this moment, just looking at myself in the mirror and just seeing like, okay, this is me right now, and I was accepting every part of me, and accepting, okay, I don't have a future anymore, I have a past, but I'm not going to put my energy there, because I don't know how long I have. So I have to take this moment right now. And that's where I started with self-discovery, and changed my focus to the now, and just started painting again, walking, enjoying nature, also gardening, working like growing vegetables and all the stuff. And that I really love doing, because it was each day you have to go check your little plant, like, oh, it grew, and oh, it changed again, and it was like, okay, today it needs water, then it needs maybe some other supplements, or just seeing it change every day. But I always was present in that moment. Okay, the goal was to get something in the future, but now I was enjoying of every change that I saw that day, and I was really present here and now to, and I just really loved that. And just feeling that peace and joy. I didn't know before what enjoying meant. And that's where I learned it, like, to bring my focus back to the now, and just feeling right now. And that was such a huge change for me, because I was in the past always, or I was in the future. And now, and that's where I felt, that's where I found my myself, but also what enjoying means, and just living life now. And I'm so grateful that I have that ability now, that I received that gift of cancer, of just enjoying the moment right now, because that's the only thing we have. And I learned so much from it, and also from the plants, and just being each day, just being with myself, and step by step, just sitting and enjoying the sun, and hearing and feeling and listening to music and paint, and it was magic. That was beautiful. And the byproduct of this all, when I changed my focus from the past to the future to the now, and I had let go all the expectations and fighting, and that's where the thing I was chasing came to me, and my cancer was gone. After 4 months the checkup came and the cancer was gone. So it was like, whoa, the power of now. And I'm so grateful for that, because now I really know what the word enjoying means, and feeling, and not always being in the future and like achieving and I will be happy when I have that. No, I'm happy now, and I'm feeling now, and I don't care anymore about the future. I will see what's the next step on my path, and of course sometimes I'm still like in the past now with my brother, and I don't want it to be like this, but I'm feeling it in the right now, and I'm feeling all this pain of him, and it's not that I'm blocking myself, but I'm letting those feelings out and help my body to help my body right now to be in the now, and feeling all this pain, and feeling the loss, and not try to fix it in the future, but because I can't fix it, the only thing I can fix now is me, and that's pulling myself back out of the past, because I can't change it anymore. That's the only thing that I can fix now. Is being in the right now and feeling all this pain and all this grief of him. So even though it's hard, but I'm still blessed that I'm alive, that I can be here, that I can feel this. And even though it's hard, I know from the past that our lowest point is always where our greatest strength will arise. And I had so many gifts of cancer, so this new journey will also be something for my evolution, for evolving, for so my question to you today: where do you live? Do you live in the past? Do you live in the future? Or do you live right now? Ask yourself that. Are you achieving for the future and then you will be happy? Or are you depressed and are you living in the past? And what about now? Because that's the only thing that you have. I have learned that I was always in the past. I was depressed. Then I had an awakening call. Then I changed my focus to the future. So like I don't want it to be like the past anymore. So I was achieving, so I could didn't want to be the same as the past anymore. But the now didn't exist. So I was achieving, so I could go back to the past. And I was forgetting about the now. And when I went into the now, because I was forced with cancer, but it was a big gift to me to have that. I could receive that because I had to learn. And it's because I was living in the now and embracing the now that my future could exist again. Because before my future was wiped away, and now I can see the future again, but only when I have my focus here. You can set goals but don't forget to enjoy the journey. And that's that was what I was forgetting, and that's what I've learned now, and where I'm very grateful for. So thank you very much for listening, and see you next time. Bye bye.